Years ago, my daughter and we visited Italy and we did a week-long cooking course in Lecce. It was an amazing experience, and what struck me was the simplicity of the dishes we were taught, but just how delicious they were. And this one today is a prime example. It has a sophisticated flavour and it's really simple to make, and the Vincotto is not a vinegar at all. It's a sweet syrup that can be used in a myriad of ways. Think desserts like grilled peaches and ricotta, or savoury dishes. And I'm excited to share this recipe with you. I haven't made it in a while, so I'm really excited to eat it as well. Let's get cooking. This recipe has only 4 ingredients and the Vincotto itself only has 2. You'll need 100% unsweetened grape juice and some dry figs. Don't worry if you're not a fan of figs, you don't have to eat them. They're mainly used to thicken the grape juice. Today I'm using 1 litre of unsweetened grape juice and a half a dozen dried figs. Place the juice and the figs into a heavy based pan. Set the pan over a high heat, bring it to the boil, then reduce the heat to a very gentle simmer and let it simmer until the liquid reduces by about a quarter. For this 1 litre you should end up with about 1 cup of Vincotto. You'll know it's ready when the Vincotto is syrupy and coats the back of the spoon. If you run your finger through the spoon, the mark will stay there, and this whole process took me about 45 minutes. Once done, remove it from the stove and that's your Vincotto. It will thicken as it cools, and you can cook your chicken right away or cool the Vincotto and cook the chicken later. It's up to you. Now, you only want to cook the amount of chicken you'll be eating in one sitting. If you leave the chicken sitting in the Vincotto overnight, the acid from the Vincotto will change the chicken's texture. But it's so easy to do. First of all, bruise a couple of big cloves of garlic by peeling and pressing down with your knife to release the flavour, and set these aside. Next, take the amount of chicken you need, and any cup works, but bone in is best. Rub some salt into the chicken. Heat a heavy based pan over a moderate heat for a few minutes, and then add enough olive oil to create a thin film on the base of the pot. Place your chicken in, skin side down, and let it sizzle for a few minutes until it's nice and brown. Flip the chicken over and throw in the garlic cloves. Place the lid on the pot, immediately reduce the heat to low, and cook the chicken for about 20 to 25 minutes depending on the size of your pieces. After the cooking time is up, remove the lid, remove the chicken and discard most of the fat from the pan, leaving just a thin film. Then return the chicken to the pan. Spoon in some Vincotto, and if you like a couple of figs, be generous with the Vincotto. It's rich and it's delicious. Let the chicken simmer uncovered, turn it over to coat well for a few minutes until the Vincotto is bubbling, syrupy and hot, and the chicken is smothered in it. And that's all there is to it. You can serve with a salad or greens. In Italy, we had it with fava bean puree. Any leftover Vincotto can be placed in a clean jar and it will keep for months. I enjoyed eating this again so much. It was just me for dinner and I ate both those large pieces of chicken. So delicious. I hope you enjoy this recipe as much as I do, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.